the plagues. Then the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened. He refuses to let the people go. Go to Pharaoh in the morning as he is going out to the water. Wait for him by the river's brink, and take in your hand the rod which was turned into a serpent. And you shall say to him, the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, sent me to you, saying, let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, you have not yet obeyed. Thus says the Lord, by this you shall know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will strike the water that is in the Nile with the rod that is in my hand, and it shall be turned to blood. What are you doing? And the fish in the Nile shall die, and the Nile shall become foul, and the Egyptians will loathe to drink water from the Nile. And the Lord said to Moses, say to Aaron, take your rod and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt, over their rivers, their canals, and their ponds, and all their pools of water, that they may become blood, and there shall be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and the vessels of stone. Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded. In the sight of Pharaoh and in the sight of his servants, he lifted up the rod and struck the water that was in the Nile. And all the water that was in the Nile turned into blood. And the fish in the Nile died, and the Nile became foul, so that the Egyptians could not drink water from the Nile. And there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. But the magicians of Egypt did the same by their secret arts. So Pharaoh's heart remained hardened, and he would not listen to them, as the Lord had said. Pharaoh turned and went into his house, and he did not lay even these to heart. And all the Egyptians dug around about the Nile for water to drink, for they could not drink the water of the Nile. That's the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So question 1 here. That's why I told you to write the questions so that we can discuss. Identify the plague. Raise up your hand. Identify the plague. Yes? Yes. The plague is turning water into what? Blood. What did Moses do to turn the water to blood? Raise up your hand. Yes?
He lifted up the rod that he had on his hand.
Yes, very good. So he lifted up the rod and struck the water that was in the what? In the Nile. Very good. Question 3. How did this plague affect the Egyptians' daily life? Yes? Yes? Yes. That is the last verse, verse 24. They could not be able to drink the water in the what? The Nile. Very good. Why do you think God chose the Nile River for the first plague? Raise up your hand. Yes, they loathed to drink the water Nile. Yes? Someone else? Why do you think God chose the Nile River for his first plague? Yes?
Because it was the most known river.
The most known river. Another answer? Yes? Yes, very good. Because it was the main source of water for the what? Egyptians. We go to Exodus chapter 8, verse 1 to 15. Listen carefully. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go in Pharaoh and say to him, Thus says the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me. But if you refuse to let them go, behold, I will plague all your country with frogs. The Nile shall swarm with frogs, which shall come up into your house, and into your bedchamber, and on your bed, and in your house of your servants and of your people, and into your ovens and your kneading bowls. The frog shall come up on you and on your people and on all your servants." And the Lord said to Moses, "Say to Aaron, stretch out your hand with your rod over the rivers, over the canals, and over the pools, and cause frogs to come upon the land of Egypt." So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. But the magicians did the same by their secret arts, and brought frogs upon the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called Moses and Aaron and said, "Entreat the Lord to take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go to sacrifice to the Lord." Moses said to Pharaoh, "Be pleased to command me when I am to entreat for you and for your servants and for your people, and the frog be destroyed from you and your houses, and be left only in the Nile." And he said, "Tomorrow." Moses said, "Be it as you say, that you may know that there is no one like the Lord our God. The frogs shall depart from you and your houses and your servants and your people. They shall be left only in the Nile." So Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh. And Moses cried to the Lord concerning the frogs. And he had agreed with Pharaoh, as he had agreed with Pharaoh. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses. The frogs died out of the houses of the Chaldeans and out of the fields, and they gathered them together in heaps, and the land stank. But when Pharaoh saw that there was a respite, he hardened his heart and would not listen to them. And the Lord had said, that is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So here we are talking about, something went bad somewhere. How did Pharaoh respond to the plague of frogs? How did he respond? You can read from the Bible. How did he respond? Raise up your hand. How did he respond? Raise up your hand. How did he respond? On verse 8, open verse 8, yes. "Entreat the Lord to take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go to sacrifice to the Lord." That is what said, yes? If you take away the frogs, I will let your people to go and worship the God, yes? Yes, he let the people, the Israelites, to go and sacrifice for the Lord. What difficulty would the plague of frogs cause in the community? What difficulty? What difficulty? Remember, they could do nothing because these frogs were in the ovens, in the kneading bowls. Yes? They shall be in the house of their servants, their bed chamber, their bed. Yes. Yes. What was the wrong of